Hello, my name is Emily Asbury and I'm the Environmental Programs Coordinator for the City of Irving. Sometimes the concept of going green seems really overwhelming. You see people online living completely zero waste, completely eco-friendly, and it seems so intimidating that you decide to just give up. But going green can be easy. Just like any other habit, if you take consistent small steps, you can make a change to your lifestyle. Today we'll go through some simple changes you can make in your life to be a little more eco-friendly. This doesn't mean you have to do all of these things at once. Just take a look and see what works best for you and your lifestyle. So, what does it mean to go green? Turns out it's completely up to you. Going green is different for everyone because everyone has a different lifestyle. Whether you have a large family or live alone, live in an apartment or a single family home, you have different budgets, whatever it may be. The key is to find out what fits best for you and your lifestyle and make it work. So you may be wondering, why bother? Well, one reason is a healthy earth means healthier humans. Pollution in our air and water can lead to all sorts of other diseases. We also need to preserve the beautiful natural resources that the earth provides. There are millions of creatures that live in these various ecosystems, and they depend on a clean environment. And of course, we want to ensure a beautiful and vibrant world for generations to come. Let's jump on in. For our first segment, we'll go over some fun ways to give materials a new life and divert waste from the landfill. One thing you can do is shop at secondhand stores. Not only is it great for your budget, but you can find gems at secondhand stores. Furniture is made out of sturdy material, so if you can make a few cosmetic fixes, it'll be good as new. Remember, small things like paint and handles can be changed. It's the structural integrity that matters. You can also find other housewares such as dishes and utensils that only need a trip through the dishwasher to be good as new. Secondhand shopping is also a good way to find clothes. Pieces like coats, bags, and sweaters have a long life, so they'll last you a long time after you buy them. If you're feeling crafty, there are many tutorials online on how to adapt thrift store finds for a more fashionable and flattering shape. For the past century, we've developed a throw-it-away mentality. Many clothes just need a little tender loving care to give them a second life. Patch your jeans with some fun fabric to mend holes. If you're good with a needle and thread, you can try some embroidery to cover up scrapes and tears. Everybody's body is different and changes over time. Tailoring is a great way to enhance your wardrobe without having to go out and buy a bunch of new stuff. You can also upcycle old materials throughout your house into something new. For example, these old t-shirts make great upcycled produce bags. It'll also help you cut down on your plastic at the grocery store. You can also use old tires to make cute, fun landscaping for your yard. A really fun project is to rinse out old aluminum cans and decorate them to hold various objects around your house. I like to use paint or paste on colorful paper. Next, we're going to talk about a few easy ways to reduce your waste. If you pay attention to the world around you, you'll realize that we use a ton of plastic. Here are some convenient and efficient ways you can start swapping out these single-use plastics for items that will last you a lot longer. First, consider bringing reusable bags to the grocery store. Not only is this saving plastic, but these bags hold more and are less likely to tear than the flimsy plastic shopping bags. You can also use a reusable water bottle instead of a plastic one. These hold more liquid to keep you hydrated, and they also keep the water nice and cool. You can also use waxed cloth and reusable containers to keep items in your fridge fresh instead of using saran wrap. These are just a few examples, but there are so many other ways to cut down on your single-use plastics. Reusable straws, coffee cups, you name it, they've got it. It's easy to buy things online with the click of a button, but next time consider asking your family or friends if they have the item that you could just borrow instead. This saves resources in production, transportation, and packaging. Did you know that the fashion industry has a huge carbon footprint? These fast trend items are often made of poor quality material and will end up breaking not long after you buy them. A good way to avoid this, as I mentioned earlier in the video, is to buy clothing made out of high quality material and to care for it properly and mend it when it's broken instead of just throwing it away. Try composting your food scraps instead of throwing them in the trash. Not only does it save space in the landfill, but it's also great for your garden. Check out the City of Irving Think Green Be Green website, as well as the Texas A&M AgriLife Water University website for tips and tricks on composting. You can also help divert waste by recycling. Take a look at the screen for all the different places you can buy blue bags in Irving. In this last section, we'll talk about a few ways you can live a more eco-friendly lifestyle by taking action. Try driving less. Instead of driving to the store or your friend's house, try taking your bike or walking instead. Not only does this help cut back on air pollution, but it's also great for your health. You can also try taking public transit with our buses and train systems. Help conserve Texas water by being water wise. One thing you could do is set up a rainwater harvesting system to water your garden instead of using sprinklers. We have an awesome water conservation team here at the City of Irving, and they'll be able to answer any questions you have. You can also support the North Texas economy by buying local. Buying local also cuts down on emissions because there's less travel time involved. Reducing your energy usage helps conserve energy and will hopefully save you a little money on your bill. Check out the City of Irving Think Green Be Green website for a free copy of the DIY Home Energy Audit brochure. A car that hasn't been properly cared for actually creates more emissions, so make sure you're keeping up with your annual maintenance routine. Take time to learn about environmental topics. There are a lot of great local resources to learn, such as the ones listed on the screen. And guess what? By watching this video, you're already doing that. Volunteer with local groups such as Keep Irving Beautiful to pick up trash and make Irving as beautiful as it can be. And the number one way you can make Irving a greener place is to teach others around you and lead by example. Take part in our new voluntary Green Neighbor program to show your family and neighbors how to live a greener life. That wraps up this video, but there's so much more you can do. Going green is different for everyone, so find what works best for you. If you have any other questions or comments about going green in Irving, feel free to reach out to me at any time. I hope this video encouraged you to go green. Thanks!